Thank you for tuning in. My name is Michael Gibson. I'm the host of the Secure Your Energy Show. This month, we are going to be having Secure Moments in honor of National Women History Month. And we have wonderful guests today. I'm going to bring her on the stream and she can introduce herself. And we're going to get going with our Secure Moments.
Good afternoon. My name is Katie Tolton, and I work in inside sales at Fortress Power.
Katie, thank you for joining us today, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule just to share with us your unique perspective. So thank you for coming on. We're going to start with our first question. Our first question is, you've already kind of answered it, but I want to do it for formality purposes. What position do you hold with Fortress Power, and describe a typical day at Fortress Power?
Well, my position at Fortress Power is inside sales manager. I do support two sales managers out on the West Coast. And my typical day includes making lots of phone calls, answering lots of phone calls, fielding technical questions, and forwarding them to the engineering team and to Alex or Gary as needed.
So, you did a wonderful job with that question, but how long have you been with Fortress Power?
Actually, I've been with Fortress Power 3 months this week.
3 months. Time flies. I remember when you first got here. So I'm having a moment right now because you're on with me. I remember when you first got here, and welcome to the Fortress family. I say it all the time. You don't work for Fortress Power. You work with Fortress Power, and thank you for being part of our family. The next question that I would like to pose to you is, what are some of the differences in the workplace today compared to when you started in the workplace?
Well, one of the big differences is women's positions and roles in the workplace, especially in a technology field. It's gratifying to see women in a higher level decision making roles, and also at executive level roles especially in the technology industry. It's something that I think will help as generations are coming into STEM programs, that they can see women already established themselves, and it gives them the motivation and encourages them to move forward in these industries. This is something that I think has been in the last 10 or 15 years has really been a big difference.
I'm very proud to say that we have diverse leadership in our company, and women such as yourself, you bring part of that diversity. And I think it makes a big difference. Representation matters. I don't care what you say. Representation
matters. It absolutely does.
And it helps people really inspire to want to, reach higher levels in their own goals and aspirations. When you see somebody that looks like you doing and inspiring others to do a little bit more. The next question that I wanted to ask you is work-life balance. This issue is often seen as a woman's issue. How can we change the perspective to be more of an inclusive family issue?
It is mostly seen as a female issue. It just became that, I think, mainly because of mothers being in the workforce and women mostly being looked at as caregivers in their families. But I think we need to include men and fathers in the opportunity to take time off, paid time off when there's a need in their family. It would be more inclusive, and it would show a little more equality. And again, as younger generations are coming into the workforce, they see men doing that. It seems more natural, and it seems more logical, and it will encourage them to take advantage of those opportunities for their family as well. This way, it becomes more of a family issue rather than just a female issue.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think having that balance with male and females, because honestly, when you bring in a child in this world, they say it takes a village, but honestly, it's all hands on deck. Trust me. I remember when my wife first came home with our 2 children, how I had to have my hands on deck with them because of, the procedure that she had to bring the children in the world. So it's definitely all hands on deck. And it is wonderful that our world has evolved. It's evolving, and having the more information you get on a subject, the more involvement that you can have. So it's a wonderful thing. I have another question. Another question for you, and this may be a biased question, but guess what? It's Secure Moments with Fortress Power, so we are allowed to ask some biased questions. How do you like working with Fortress Power?
I very much enjoy it. And one of the things I do enjoy about this company, Fortress Power, is that I see every single day that everyone's contributions are significant, everybody's contributions are recognized, and everyone's success is part of the overall company success. And I think that's so important to feel like you're involved at that level to make you feel like you're contributing to the overall success of a company like Fortress Power. It's very exciting.
This is a bonus question. You know, when you're dealing with Michael Gibson, there always has the opportunity for a bonus question. Given your experience, what would you say to someone looking to get in the field that you're in? What would you tell your younger self that you know now? Like you've had all the experience, you've been around, you've worked, you've seen changes from when you first got into the market. What would you tell your younger self if you could go back in time and speak to her?
Actually, the main thing I would tell myself and anybody in a younger person, just attempt it. Just go in, apply for a job, work at a company. You'll be surprised how much you already know. You don't think you know, but you'll be surprised at how much you know and how much you can contribute to what they're already doing and contribute to the success of a company. It just get in there and get started. That's basically the best advice. Just get in and get started.
That is phenomenal advice because the hardest thing is actually getting started. And once you get started, you'll learn what the company wants to teach you. You know, if you have a teachable spirit, you really have an opportunity to learn a lot of things. So, in closing, is there any parting words that you would like to say as we close out this secure moment?
Just that I'm happy to be a part of this company, and I was very happy, especially that first week, being given the opportunity to learn so much from yourself, learning along with my associate Marcus, who started along with me, and everybody in the company so willing to provide information to make sure that we knew our jobs, felt comfortable in our jobs, and felt comfortable in this environment at Fortress Power. Very, very nice.
Well, Katie, thanks again for sharing your voice. We greatly appreciate it, and thank you for being part of our family.
Oh, thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure.
But there you have it. That's a secure moment with Katie Tolton. We appreciate you viewing. And if you want to see more content, please feel free to reach out to us. But this is Michael Gibson, and I'm signing off with Secure Moment with Katie Tolton. Have a wonderful day.